Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So I've got a nice camera here from Ekin. This is the Ekin V8S. This is a 4K camera with EIS, which is going to be really nice. I'll definitely test that out. Has stabilization, so it should be pretty good. Then you have Wi-Fi and it's waterproof for 30 meters. It's a 14 megapixel camera on there. And then the 4K on this camera is at 25 frames per second. Then you can do 2.7K at 30 frames per second with EIS. And this also has 1080p at 60 frames per second and 1080p at 30 frames per second with EIS. And this is something that they're stressing right here for the video. Again, you've got dual screens here, it appears. You've got Wi-Fi, and they're really stressing this electronic image stabilization on here. HDMI, 170-degree field of view, and that's it. So I'm just kind of giving you a pan around. In the box here, you'll see I should have a tripod and some mounts and stuff in there. And they did give me this extra, which looks like a extra battery charger here, or the battery charger. I guess it couldn't fit in here. I have no clue. But we're going to open this up and see what we're working with. That popped out nice and easy. So you've got a nice little presentation here. And again, I've reviewed these types of cameras a whole bunch, and I'm gonna get into the box here in just a second. I just wanted to show you the camera once around. The way you get this open is you just pop this here and camera comes out. I actually had a yellow camera, something like this. So the dual screen they're talking about is one on here and then one on here. So that's actually definitely a nice upgrade to the other cameras that I had like this. And you can see the mode and power button is right on the front here. And you can see it's got a remote access. It's got a little thing here. You've got a little shutter button there, SD card slot. And this is where the HDMI will go out at. That's the charging port, but the HDMI is a little one right there. There's the HDMI on that side, and I actually have a cable for that. So it should be pretty interesting. And then they come with these little waterproof cases that you can put them in. I don't know if I'll test out the waterproof side of it, but I definitely will test out the camera's EIS and everything. So you've got your first manual there on top, and already I like the way this box is presented here, because some of the other ones that I've gotten, it's been a little scrambled, and it just felt like it was just kind of tossed in there. They seem to have packaged this one into two big ports, so there you go. So let's crack this open, and they crammed everything in here, looks like. Wow, got a charging brick there. You've got some braces. You've got a battery here. I'm kind of curious what that other object is there. Oh, this is a nice tripod. I like this tripod. I'm actually going to use this tripod to use it for videos and things like that. Check. Oh, it's got a lot of grip on it too. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's going to be really nice. That is a cool looking tripod just to have, you know, for an extra tripod for different angles. And then you've got all of the brackets and extra mounts and things in here. And you've got extra, I don't want to pull all this out, but this is just a bunch of brackets. And oh, got the remote. That is what I need to pull out. So you can get your remote game on. You've got just a bunch of brackets, but I just don't want to pull all that stuff out because I won't be able to repack it, because I'm not even probably going to use this. I actually have several action cams, and I'll just use probably some of the stuff from there. But the remote for power looks like, or camera and video you can use. So I wonder how the battery is in here, how that's going to work. So this is actually pretty cool. This is probably one of the better action cams that I've gotten in, and I'm really intrigued to try to get this one tested out. So let's check the battery here. And this looks to be an additional battery. So they gave me you get two batteries, and so this charger right here is an external battery charger for both chargers, and that is cool. So you get two batteries here. Looks like they're both 850 or 885. I don't have my glasses, guys, so you're gonna have to read that. I left them downstairs. But you get 2 batteries, and wow, they give you this external charger right here to charge them up, to charge both up, and that's what this is for. Now, this is actually really cool. So you'll put the batteries in like this. I'm assuming like this. And then you can plug them up. I have an external charger already wired. I keep my anchor on deck, so I'm gonna slide this in view here, because these will probably need to be charged. I need to charge them anyway before I can use it. And then boom, you've got both of them charging. So this is actually gonna be pretty fun. Again, I've reviewed lots of action cameras, and you know, some of them are good and some of them are not. So we're gonna definitely shoot some 4K footage with this one. I'll probably even do a video. And then you've got your Wi-Fi button on this side over here. And this is pretty much built like the other action cameras that I have. But this one is definitely an upgraded model. This one has a remote, but everything else is probably the same. And the batteries, you get 2 batteries with this one. I'm really ready to test out the 30 frames per second at 2K. Yeah, you get 2.7K at 30 frames per second with EIS. I'm going to try out all the different modes of EIS, but I'm digging this one. I've had others that have come in before, and I can't lie and tell you that I was excited about them. But this one right here, I'm actually pretty excited about. So just a quick unboxing, and then I'll get back to you with more footage on this one here. So video number 1 of this collection for this action cam, and I'm going to try to use this and shoot some footage with it. As far as like doing an actual video. So again, you get a nice cool bracket. This is gonna be probably actually pretty cool. This tripod here is so portable. I can probably use this for anything. And oh, bumpy cam, drop cam, bumpy cam, all in one. So the reason I say that is because I'll show you another tripod that I have that I've been using. Here's my Logitech camera. This is the other style of tripod, and this kind right here, you know, though these legs can stretch out and everything and make it taller, but you know, this tripod itself just looks really cool. And as you can see, I don't have it extended, so I could definitely switch these and use this for that. But the fact that they squeezed all of this in this box is actually really good. So really nice setup. I'll be sure to give you more coverage on this one, so look for another video on this soon. Again, man, you got a remote with this one. I'm really feeling it. Oh, this battery, this one has built-in battery, so it lets you know you're taking a photo or a video starting. And that's going to be something that if you're shooting a video of yourself, hit that record button and boom, you're off. Gonna go for a walk. See how the optical image stabilization is. It looks like it's actually really good. This video sample is at 2K at 30 frames per second with the EIS. On the 25 frames per second for the 4K, you're only limited to 25 seconds of video. And with the 2K, it looks like I can go a little bit longer. Yeah, the 2K looks like I can do a little bit longer in 2K. But you get a kind of a sense of how the EIS is. I actually just ran down some stairs. So this camera's actually got great EIS from what I can tell through the viewfinder. Alright guys, so at 2K you get longer recording. The 2K 1440 at 30 frames per second, you actually get a lot longer recording time. It just depends on probably your SD card, but I found that at 4K at 25 frames per second, the video is limited for some reason to 25 seconds. And it could just be this SD card that I'm testing with. I don't know, but I'm using the same SD card on here. And this is the camera, by the way. And it's allowing me to shoot much longer video in 2K. And that's probably just because 4K files are very big. So with that being said, this is actually a really nice action camera right here. And obviously now I know somewhat of a limitation with the 4K at 25 frames per second. The 2K is the default, is where I'm going to leave it. So that's a video for you guys on this new camera. I can't show you the camera because I'm actually recording with it. So this is the 4K action camera by Ekin, the V8S. I'll have a link in the description to where you can head their website and find out more about it. So I really like this remote. If I just had a remote on my cell phones to start recording, that would be fantastic. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of application out there, but this action camera, just using it as 4K. Also, EIS on this thing, and from what I can tell from the footage, is actually really decent. So that's, I don't know, I was actually kind of surprised comparing this one to some of the other ones. So again, it does do 1080p at 60 frames per second, but I wanted to test out the 1440 to see how that is. So I'll get this video up for you. Well, you're watching it now. Yeah. All right. So I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Take care.